Hello everyone, welcome to Module 5 of SAS FP&A series. Today, we will be covering burn rate, runway, and burn multiple, the three metrics that tell you how long the money lasts and how efficiently you are growing. Every investor asks these three questions. Every board deck needs these three numbers. Let's make them crystal clear. Now, let's talk about what is burn rate. Burn rate is how fast your company is spending its cash. So, in simple terms, think of it as a monthly cash that you have to use to do your general business activities. So, we have two types of burn rate. First one is gross burn, another one is net burn. Gross burn is all the cash that is outflowing of your business every month. But net burn is all the cash that is going out minus all the cash that is coming in form of revenue. So the major difference between gross burn and net burn is in gross burn we are only considering outflow of the cash, but in net burn we are taking difference between outflow and inflow. So for example, if you have total expenses as 800k per month and your revenue collected is 300k per month, so your gross burn would be 800k, but your net burn would be 800k minus 300k, which is 500k. What is runway? Runway is how many months your company can operate without running out of cash. So it is calculated as cash on hand divided by monthly burn rate. So, what we are doing here, we are trying to figure out how much cash you will be having to sustain yourself in business and for how many months. So, for example, you currently have 6 million with yourself and you have 500k per month spending. So, we will simply divide 6 with 500 to get to a figure how much burn we will have each month and how much that particular cash value can sustain us. One thing to note here is we always use net burn for this calculation, not gross burn here. Now let's look at certain benchmarks. If your runway value is coming less than 12 months or 12 months, that means you are in a danger zone. If it is coming 18, you are in a healthy zone. That means you are doing fine. Why? Because 12 months is the minimum what investors expect. Below this, you are in the emergency fundraising mode. If you have 12 months, it gives breathing room for fundraising, hitting milestone, and negotiating from a position of strength. Another one is a strong position, which is 24 months. If you lie in this zone, this means you can be selective about your investor, optimize your valuation rather than survival. 12 months come into the survival mode. Whenever you are going for any fundraise, you should always go for it when you have your runway for more than 12 months, because nobody wants to invest in a company who will be going bankrupt or having no cash in the business post or within 12 months. Now, let's understand burn rate and runway calculator with the help of an Excel example. In this example, we have different monthly expenses breakdown like salary, rent and facilities, marketing spend, and legal and professional fees. So, we can directly calculate our gross burn by summing up all these cash outflow items. Now, in next table, we have current cash in hand, which is 1 million. Then we have cash revenue collected on monthly basis, which is 300,000. And then we have one-time revenue, which has been normalized out, which is 50,000. So what exactly this one-time revenue is? One-time revenue is something which is not recurring in nature. We have already discussed this in our multiple videos. So I have tagged few of them above so that you can go and check these details out. So to calculate normalized cash revenue, we'll simply subtract 300,000 with 50,000 to get this value. Now, we will just simply put on all our calculations that we have done. So, gross burn rate we have already calculated as 800,000. We also have our normalized cash revenue, which is this. Now, calculating net burn. Net burn is nothing but our gross burn rate minus our revenue. So, what we will do here, we will take our gross burn minus our normalized revenue value, which is coming as 550,000. Now we can easily calculate net bone annualized value, which would be nothing but this into 12. We are calculating it just to get our annual cash consumption rate. Next, we can calculate our revenue coverage percentage. Revenue coverage percentage is how much of gross burn is covered. How much of our gross burn is covered with the help of our revenue. So, to calculate this, what we would do here, we would take our normalized revenue divided by our gross burn rate, which is coming at 31.3%. Next, we will calculate our runway. Runway is always calculated in months. It tells us how much months you can sustain with the current cash in your business. So, to calculate it, we would take our current cash in hand, which is 1 million, divided by our monthly net burn, which is coming as 18.18 months. So, approximately for 18 months, we are in good position and we won't be running out of cash if the cash in the business remains 1 million and our current net burn rate remains 550,000. So, we are in a healthy position as per this metric. Now, let's look at another metric, which is burn multiple. Burn multiple is the capital efficiency ratio. It tells you how much cash you burn per $1 of new ARR. So, basically, it tells you how many dollars of cash you have to burn to generate each dollar of new ARR. It captures your entire company's efficiency and not just sales and marketing efficiency like CAC ratio here. So, it's always better to have it less than one multiple. Why? Because that means you're spending less to generate your new revenue, your new ARR. The formula for this is net burn divided by net new ARR. Next, let's look at this worked example to understand this better. Net burn is 600k. Your net new revenue is 400k per month. So, your burn multiple would be 1.8x. How? We are just simply dividing 600k with your 400k. Make a note here that we are using net new ARR, not our total ARR for the month. So we will be only considering the new ARR that we have earned or achieved this month from the previous month to get this value. We are getting 1.8x. It is still in the acceptable range here. Now let's look at certain burn multiple benchmark. These benchmark come from the David Sachs burn multiple essay which was released in 2022. It gives a key insight that a 1x burn multiple means your new ARR is covering your cash burn. So you are in an amazing position here. If it is between 1x to 1.5x, that means you are having strong efficiency and you are in a growth state SaaS company, which means your spending is more because you have to invest in your capex and opex expenditures. Next, if it is between 1.5x to 2x, that means you're in a reasonable early stage where your cash burn is very high and it is still acceptable. If it is between 2x to 3x, that means for generating every new dollar of revenue, you are spending 2 to 3x, 2 to 3 times. So that is not acceptable. And if you have any investors, they will ask you hard questions about why this is so high. So it's not good and you are in a very danger zone. Next one is if it is more than 3x, that means you are in a super critical situation. You need urgent restructuring and relooking into what is going bad in your company with the ARR and your net burn. Now, let's understand burn multiple with the help of this Excel example. In this one, to calculate new ARR, we need starting ARR and ending ARR. So, here we have starting ARR, new ARR, expansion ARR, churned ARR, and contraction ARR. So, we can calculate our ending ARR as summation of top three values here and subtracting the bottom two values sum, which is coming as 2,550,000. So this is our ending ARR. If you want to understand ARR and its calculation in more detail, you can check out the video which is tagged in above info link. So to get our net new ARR, we simply subtract our ending ARR with the starting ARR, which is coming as 150,000. We have our net one value. We can directly link all these values in our bone multiple results here to have a easy calculation. Next, we just need to calculate our bone multiple, which will be calculated as this divided by our net new ARR, which is coming as 3.7x. So 3.7x is our burn multiple, which means for every new ARR generated, we are burning approximately 3.7 of its time. Next, we need to calculate monthly implied ARR. So to calculate monthly implied ARR, we would simply multiply our net new ARR with 12. It is just a way of annualizing it so that we know how much our net new ARR will look like on an annual basis. Now we can calculate our cash efficiency score. So this is ARR per burn. Instead of dividing new burn rate with ARR, we are dividing ARR with our burn rate, which is going opposite of it, just coming as 0.3x. Now we are almost towards the end of our video because we have already discussed burn rate, runway and burn multiple. So let's understand how these metrics are connected. First of all, you need to understand they are part of the same family because they ask you and answers different questions about cash. Burn tells you the speed of spending, how much quickly you are spending. But on the other hand, runway tells you the time you have left to completely deplete your cash reserves. On the other hand, burn multiple tells you the quality of that spending. So, it's always necessary to understand all these three metrics in relation of each and everything together so as to get a perfect picture of your business. Now let's discuss net burn versus gross burn and how these two are different. We already know that gross burn and net burn both constitutes cash outflow, but one major difference here is net burn also includes cash inflow, that is gross burn minus cash revenue collected. The difference here is gross burn is used to show cost structure and spending level, whereas net burn is used to show actual cash depletion in the business. Gross burn is generally used to understand your headcount, cost structure, whereas net burn is used to calculate different metric and understand fundraising timings. It includes only expenses, whereas net burn includes both expense and revenue. It is generally asked by internal members of the company like CFO and operations team. But net burn is asked by almost everyone in the company and outside the company. If it is not calculated in the right manner, it will overstate your burn and give wrong indications about your ARR value. Moving next, we have three common burn rate mistakes that we make while calculating those. First one is using gross burn to calculate runway. What happens here? A lot of times, because of limitations of data or to get quick results, we always forget that we need to take into consideration net burn with normalized value. Why? Because net burn actually account for the revenue that we have in the business, but gross burn overstates how you're consuming your reserves. So it's very important that whenever you're calculating runway, you always use net burn rate, not gross burn rate. Next one is including one time items in burn rate. We have already discussed that we need to normalize our burn rate. Why? Because we only take into consideration the recurring revenue and not the one time revenue. If needed, we should always footnote our formulas and mention if it is calculated by normalizing or by GAN. If possible, we can do both the ways. Next one is using booked ARR instead of cash collected in net run. What happens generally, we take into consideration the booking amount. So for example, if somebody has signed a contract with you of 1 million and the actual cash received up till now is 50,000, so you should only account for 50,000 in your cash received and not 1 million, because that 1 million of entire amount is a contract and we have not received it, and it would overstate our cash reserves. Now we are finally at our key takeaways. You can pause the video and quickly take a look at the summary. Please like and subscribe Nerd It Off for more such content and keep supporting us.